If you also have a Talaria XXX, you probably agree with me that the push to start button sucks. I'd much rather have a key, so let's change that. Now this is a really simple thing to do. I am your average idiot and I've never worked with wires and it works fine. So I will show you how to do that. This is the ignition I used, but I don't really recommend it and you'll see why later. So I've got the plate off and now I'm gonna unplug the RFID wires and the connector for the button because we won't need to use them at all anymore. So there is a red wire and a purple wire. So red and purple, we have to take those and connect them to this red and black. So I unplugged the battery real quick because we're messing with wires and I don't really want to risk frying anything. So this did take me like 15 minutes, but if you had me do it again, I could probably figure it out faster. So you can see right here, we cut back the plastic tubing a little bit just so we could get more wire exposed, because you always want to leave enough on both sides to twist it back together just in case it doesn't work. So we cut the wires with some good length and it did make a sound. It's probably because I didn't turn off the breaker, but I mean, it didn't change anything, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna use a wire stripper, but the wires were so small it didn't work, so we just like made a little cut super light around the whole entire wire and then pulled off the tubing so that the copper was exposed. So you can see right here, we also stripped the wires on the ignition, so we cut off that connector and stripped them. Then we just twisted them together really lightly just to make sure that the ignition worked, so let's do that. We electrical taped them together just so they'd hold while we tested it. And it works. So now we gotta do this for reals with some wire crimpers. So you can see right here, it still needs an RFID. So let's go and make it so that it's just the key. So if you want to do this the right way, you're going to have to drop your side cover, your controller, and your horn cover. So this box right here, you're going to unscrew. There's 2 screws. Then when you pull out the box, there will be a wire attached to this bracket that you can see. And there is 2 wires that you have to cut, red white and red black. So we wire crimped the 2 wires together that are connected to the bracket, because then the RFID signal will go through one and then back into the other, which makes it think it went through the box, but it just skipped it. It wouldn't turn on. So that was scary, but the problem was one of these wire crimpers right here came undone. So make sure you get these really good so that you don't have to do that. And then everything will work fine as long as you just follow everything that I did. Now because I used the key ignition that I did, the piece that holds the button, the hole wasn't big enough. So we bought a drill bit and we changed it, which looking back, probably I could have just gotten a smaller one, but this works. So you can see right here in this testing video, the key sticks up and it looks really bad. So I'm gonna show you how I fixed it. So if you don't wanna do a mod like this, then you can get a shorter key tunnel, but the only compromise to that is a shorter key, which obviously isn't a bad thing, but I mean, just gives you a little bit of a gap there and there. But these ones are also way cheaper. So it's definitely easier to do, and also the wires are long enough to where it makes it easier. So I'll link the one that I used down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video.